Chucks and my Dickies and I put it on black. Banging Sinatra in a flat Cadillac. My old lady leaning out the whole window. Everybody looking when we walking slow. I'm the bomb and about to blow up. 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 Show, but 3 to be a legend, even if I'm poor. I ain't chasing nothing, you gon' have to catch me. And if you wanna take, you gon' have to pay a fee. I'm the bomb and about to blow up. I'm the bomb and about to blow up. Whoa. Okay, come on everybody, won't you clap your hands? White folks, do it on time if you can. Sounds good, now here's the plan. Let's all sing together like we in the same band. I'm the bomb and about to blow up. 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 Okay, now we gonna reach another whole new level. Grabbing the light on the run from the devil. Take the devil down for you. Sunrise and all the living
Seriously, bro?
Sweet!
Come on, dude, time to split.
Freaking awesome!
Let's go!
Dude, chill. I got this.
The order is gone. I was betrayed by the one I trusted most. I will not be imprisoned again.
I hear you've been busy making yourself the Empire's most wanted.
Jedi. Remind our friend here why his kind are supposed to be dead.
Here we go.
After all we've done, the Empire has only grown stronger. Thanks, Bode.
Part of the job, Gustus.
The Jedi is a threat.
Not now that we have this. As long as we fight. Hope survives.
Ten hut, up and at 'em, recruit. Today begins your basic training for the Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp game. This game features tactical turn-based battles and a colorful cast of characters who will keep you on your toes. We'll cover some strategies to make sure you're in tip-top shape when you hit the battlefield. All right, troops, roll out! While you work your way through the 2 separate story campaigns, you'll control several different commanding officers, commonly referred to as COs. Your mission? Defending from opposing nations. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's make sure you understand
The basics of battle.
maps are grid-based, and units can only move a certain number of spaces per turn. Depending on their type, some units can cover more distance, and others have advantages on different terrain. For example, soldiers can only move so far because they're on foot, but vehicles can cover a lot more ground. Now, when it comes to crossing a forest or mountain range, your soldiers are better suited for the trek. March! A unit's type also determines its range of attack. Infantry units can only attack adjacent enemies, but artillery units can cause damage from further away. As units take damage and lose HP, they'll also inflict less damage on their foes. You do have the option to join units together though, healing them back up and replenishing their ammo. Once your units have acted and you end the turn, your opponent gets to make their moves. Now, let's cover how you can gain
The tactical advantage.
In a typical battle, you'll need to capture your opponent's HQ or defeat all their units to secure the win. We have a good number of units on the battlefield, but we could use a little extra firepower. By selecting one of your controlled bases, you can build more units, assuming you have the funds. More controlled properties equals more moolah. You'll want to deploy units that are effective against the opposition. There's no such thing as the perfect army, so I recommend experimenting with all types to adapt to the situation. Perfect timing to introduce
CO powers.
During exchanges with your opponents, this meter will fill up, and you'll be able to use a CO power. Extraordinary abilities that, when used at the right time, can turn the tide of battle.
I can fix anything.
The Orange Star's Andy can use a CO power called Hyper Repair. This restores HP to all his units and increases their defense.
Ready for attack.
Eagle of the Green Earth Army has a CO power called Lightning Strike, which allows his units that have already acted to move again. There's a wide variety of CO powers at your disposal, so figure out which best suit your playstyle. Ba-boom! By the way, this version of Advance Wars has a couple handy new features. Want to speed up the action? Just hold down the ZR button to cruise through dialogue and combat animations. There's also a shiny new reset turn option that allows you to, you guessed it, reset the current turn. Following along so far? Good, because we're not done yet. Hoorah! If the campaign isn't enough for you, then try your hand at
The War Room.
Here you can test your tactical prowess in a wide array of different challenges with the CO of your choice. Try to get the top ranking. Still want more? Then try
Versus mode.
Square off locally against up to 3 human or computer opponents on one Nintendo Switch system, or wirelessly across 4 systems if each player has the game. Looking for more colorful battles elsewhere? Then take your tactical mind to the internet in
Online mode.
You and a friend can compete head-to-head in an all-out tactical tussle. You'll both need a Nintendo Switch system and the game, as well as active Nintendo Switch Online memberships. There are a few other modes where you can spend some time, including
The Design Room.
Here, you can create custom maps and share them online or through a local wireless connection. You can also pay a visit to the local commissary called
Hachi Shop.
The Orange Star Army's local chatterbox Hachi is ready and willing to separate you from your in-game coins in exchange for additional battle maps, COs who can be used in the War Room and multiplayer modes, and more. Finally, there's an in-game
Gallery.
Enjoy music and artwork you've obtained from Hachi's shop, among other assorted sundries. It's a great way to reminisce and relive fond memories.
Attention!
All right, recruit, we've reached the end of your training. Ready to show off everything you've learned? Prove you've got what it takes when Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp marches on to Nintendo Switch April 21st. You can be ready to deploy on launch day by pre-ordering the game on Nintendo eShop.
What happened?
I know not what lies beyond that portal, but I am willing to risk everything to find out.
But I am here, Benedict.
It's strange to admit, but I felt kind of lost without your voice inside my head. Sort of empty.
The shadows stir in the corners of this place.